Hey everybody, it's Dale Ner. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're back here on Constantiam.net. This is a Minecraft anarchy server with no rules, and we're doing our End Survival series where we are going to go and try and find an Elytra. Last video, I think we got a bunch of cobblestone, we got a bunch of food here. This food is mainly to farm later if we find a water bucket. And I think it was a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday actually. I can't remember exactly when I recorded the last video. I think it was either yesterday or the day before, but we looked up what like spawns in end cities and stuff, and there's iron like ingots or whatever, so we can make buckets. We can find water if we need to come back to spawn or whatever. We don't have to scrounge around spawn for iron ore or stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that. Also, what kind of blocks are those up there? Is that quartz? What in the world? I mean, I get it, like someone went to the nether, right? Got some quartz, but I mean, that's kind of weird. I mean, we're getting some experience. I don't really know what we use experience for. Maybe like an anvil in the future, right? But we can just, we can just get these from, we can just get experience from endermans. I'm not really sure if we need to really grab all this stuff here. I mean, quartz would be kind of cool to have, right? I mean, it's another block that we can't really get anywhere else in the end, but we could always just come back here if we really need more quartz. I just don't know what quartz would be useful for. Hold on, there's a block of quartz. I know there's like some redstone components. We got a block of redstone. We might be able to do something maybe. I think it's like, isn't quartz only used for like comparators and stuff though? I don't know. I just don't feel like it's useful. Let's just keep moving, I say. Also, I need another pickaxe. Let's see here. Do I not have enough? I thought I had 3. There it is, okay. Alright, let's grab this now. But yeah, so let's put a little marker down to make sure we know exactly where we're going here. Put a little marker down. There we go. Alright. We had one back there too, but just to make sure. Alright, let's keep going. No, it's been a couple days since I recorded a video, I think, actually. I thought it was yesterday, but I think it was the day before. And then before that, it's been a couple days. I still have a couple videos left in reserve, and I just kind of want to get some of these videos taken care of here. Alright, let's eat this here. I gotta crouch to make sure I don't fall off the edge. Or accidentally look at an enderman too, you know? Okay, we're good. You know what's interesting? One thing I've like kind of realized is if you eat coarse fruit, you don't normally go up. You kind of only go down. So if you're on something really tall, I feel like you have a better chance of being teleported downwards than up. Because we ate like 5 coarse fruit, we could have teleported to the little path above us, but we didn't. I don't know why. I wonder if that's intentional for when you're like up in the end cities and you want to get down, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Do we have a shovel? We do not have a shovel. Well, it's kind of weird. But yeah, so I'm working on a couple series right now on my main account that's out in the overworld right now. And so yeah, so keep an eye out for those. They're going to be coming out in a few days. And the video that I'm working on right now is actually not going to be a series. It's going to be more of a single video, right? But there's going to be multiple videos in the series, but they're not really going to be connected to each other, if that makes sense. Only slightly connected, but not really. Each video is going to be its own little thing, right? Oh, there's some snow over there. I wonder what we could use snow for. Is there anything we could use snow for at all? Okay, so this is some water here. This would be perfect if we had the iron ore that we're going to get in the future. We could come back here. Oh, there's a little sign hall here. This is nice. I wonder if there's any chests or anything over here. Not really seeing anything. This is probably where people went fishing or something, or maybe they built this here so that you could kill endermen or something. Wonder if there's a chest or anything over here. In these areas that are super like convoluted and stuff, it's probably good to look for chests and stuff. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. There's some wool over here though. What can we use wool for? Banners, I guess? Can't use it for beds, obviously, right? Is there anything else we can use wool for? Anything at all? I mean, we might as well grab some, and then if we don't need it, we can just throw it away, you know? I'm just trying to think of what other stuff you can make with wool. I don't think there's anything actually. Besides just beds. I mean, we could kill the Ender Dragon, right? But, I mean, there wouldn't be much point doing that. You know, it'd be super hard trying to find all the end crystals and all the other stuff. I wish you could pick up end crystals with like a Silk Touch pickaxe. It'd be kind of cool. Okay, there we go. 24. Yeah, we can just throw it away if we decide that there's like no use for it or anything, but I think we should just keep going. This highway seems pretty busy. It seems busier than the other one too, which is interesting. Looks like there's some fields or whatever over there on the left. Okay, let's hop down here. And let's keep going. Yeah, no, this, you know, I'm kind of excited for this run here. Just because, no, we have a bunch of cobblestone. We don't have to really worry about that for a while. And we got on a highway that I feel like is going to go for a little bit longer than the other one. The other one, man, it only went out for like 10,000 blocks and then it ended, you know? But this one I feel like it has a lot of traffic. I'm sure it's on like a main axis rather than one of the positive negative type deals. But you know, that also means that, I don't know, people are going to have traveled here more, so it's going to be a little bit harder to find like an Elytra eventually, but I don't know, this series is called the End Dimension Survival Series, you know? It's not called the End Dimension, the only goal is finding an Elytra, right? Like that is the end goal, that's what's going to complete the series, right? But I mean, we might as well be comfortable surviving, you know? We have to survive in the meantime. I think it'd be kind of cool to build a little base, just something small, you know? Nothing crazy. Alright. I wish I had a Silk Touch pick. I'd grab some of that glass up there. It'd be kind of cool to build like a big castle or something made of all the purple blocks and stuff. You know, I wonder why like Mojang decided to use purple blocks. Right, like they could have picked any color. They could have picked green, they could have picked whatever, and they picked purple. Does the Ender Dragon have any purple on it? Is that why they picked it? I don't know. I'd have to look at the Ender Dragon. Does it have purple on it? If I was editing this video down, I'd probably like put a picture of the Ender Dragon or something. But okay, Ender Dragon. Let's type this in Google. No, he's just gray. Hold on. Let me look at a better picture. I mean, like the breath that he has. Oh, his eyes are purple. Interesting. That's interesting. I wonder what the lore is on the Ender Dragon, you know? I feel like most of it doesn't make sense. Like, why is he in the center, you know? Why is he away from all the other islands and stuff? Like, who put him there? You know, who built the towers? Like, that type of stuff. What is his purpose? I don't know, Minecraft lore is so intricate and interesting. It's very interesting. You know, I'm really excited for 1.20 to come out with all the different armor trims and all the different like cool stuff. I really like archaeology, and so I think it'd be kind of cool on Constantiam to do like a archaeology deal where we like dig out an ancient ruin or whatever on Constantiam. And I think there's like the cool armor trims and stuff you can get too. Like from those specifically. I know there's like other places you can get them from, but I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. I have heard that there's going to be like it's going to be kind of difficult for people to get some of their armor trims just because a lot of things have been explored really far out. But I don't know. Oh, there's a little guy in a boat here. This is a nice little area here. Look at this little house with brick. That's awesome. If we ever need brick, we can come back here. Oh, and there's ice and what's this block called? I forgot what this block is called. Oh, is this the end? This is the end. This is the end of the end highway. What? It ended already? Are you kidding me? It's just that one highway that goes out? We might have to go back that direction. That's crazy. Okay, there's also a ton of coal here. It's kind of cool. Here, let's take some of this coal. I'm a little worried it's going to fall through. Let's take... Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's just grab a couple. Just so we have enough to, like, cook things and we don't have to use wood if we don't have to. I also don't really want to mess up their floor too much, so maybe let's replace it with something, you know? Also, let's maybe make it even, you know? Is that even? Yeah, it looks pretty even. Okay, let's put, what do I not need? I mean, end stone, right? That looks fine. Cool. Wow, this is it then. This is the pathway. I can't believe we got there already. That's kind of crazy. Oh, there's grass here. That's cool. If we get a silk touch pick, we can come back here and get grass. All right, this might be. What does it say? Why does no one put down the coordinates? It's so frustrating. Okay, is there anything else that we need from this at all? Like anything? I'm trying to really rack my brain here. I think we're good. We could take some more dirt. But there's a bunch at spawn and we don't know when we're going to go back to spawn yet. Yeah, I think we're good here actually. Okay. Alright, let's go then. Oh man, we're on this awful, horrible pathway now. These things that have holes in them, they're just terrible. And they're not even straight too. They have like this going on, you know? Wow. Alright, well let's go, I guess. You know, I've fallen off of these pathways before. Just because it's so hard to keep your mouse exactly straight, you know? Especially with the Enderman and all the other things you're thinking about. Like, is that a hole right there, or is that a piece of... There we go, no, it's just a piece of obsidian. But you know what I mean? It's stressful. It's scary. Looks like all the... I think people kind of stopped, like, walking on these pathways because everything got very desolate. You know, there's barely any blocks or anything around. There's a few. A couple blocks here and there. Alright, there's a little end pathway up there. I gotta be careful not to look down the path. That's how I got in trouble last time. So let's be careful. Let's not be stupid. What does it end here? Are you serious? Okay, we're gonna have to hop down then, I guess. Wow. That's crazy. Not even this pathway is just like safe or whatever, you know? Okay, let's hop down. Grab another piece of dirt. I mean, why not, right? It's right there. See, this is what I mean by the water bucket. That's why the water bucket is important. Because you can put the water bucket down and if you fall off, right, you can just jump it. You can just jump in the water. How far down does the water go? Ooh, it doesn't go down that far, actually. Maybe it'd be a good idea to build up very high, you know? And then put the water down. Because if you build up really high, then you have more time to jump in the water and stuff. I don't know. The lag yesterday was so bad, I didn't want to record a video. I couldn't do it. The lag was way too bad. Okay, let's put a little marker here. Okay, there we go. And then let's eat some fruit. Just enough so that our health won't, like, do anything, you know? Why aren't we teleporting? That's weird. That's odd. I mean, okay, that's fine, but can you not teleport forward or backward? Do you have to have multiple blocks around you or something? That's kind of strange. We also probably should get more chorus fruit. We're kind of getting low here. Alright. Is that pathway ahead? Does that continue on? It's so hard to tell too because you can't really see like in front of you very well, you know? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Well, let's get some chorus fruit first before we keep traveling. I just want to have like at least a stack, you know? And once you start getting lower than a stack, I don't know, it gets kind of stressful. Why does this end here? It's so strange. Is that snow? Is this snow? That's so random. I mean, if we got pumpkins and snow, I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool though, because then we could just get infinite blocks, right? Would we not? I'm gonna use a shovel anyway, but okay. Well, let's get some chorus here first. Also, pumpkins would be super valuable then. Because we could get a snowman and then just get a shovel and just keep going like crazy. But I wonder if the durability would be basically the same. But we could AFK that though. I don't know. I don't know what would be better. Okay, let's just get at least 64, maybe a little bit more. Oh, I thought I grabbed it. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Okay, where do we go from here though? Should we... Okay, there's another pathway there. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the pathway would continue going straight, but I want to go straight for as long as possible, just because that's where most of the highways are gonna be, right? And all the cross highways. And we might backtrack just a little bit if we have to, instead of going all the way to the end. Man, do all the highways not go out very far except for the first one that we went on? Did we just get really lucky the first time? Let's get a course route. Okay, so that one teleported us. I wonder why the other one didn't. So weird. Is it because it was snow or something? Was it snow? I don't know, that's weird. So strange. Ooh, I barely even saw this Enderman. That's crazy. He blended into the highway. See, that's scary, you know? Not being able to see him and then they just push you off. Oh, man. That's the one thing about this series that's really stressful, is that you have to just constantly be looking. Constantly. You can't look away a second. I can't, like, close out the, like, pause my video or whatever and just, like, look up something real quick without just, like, constantly looking. Like, I have to feel like I'm driving. That's what it feels like. It's the same feeling as driving. Which is so funny. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. One thing about, like, damage like that scares me is that it's going to give me a little bit of, like, knockback or whatever, and then hit me off the side if there's lag or something. But the lag yesterday, terrible. Horrible lag. I wanted to record a video yesterday, and I decided not to just because the lag was so crazy. You couldn't even load chunks. It was so bad. Nice little area here to rest and relax or whatever. It'd be kind of cool to build an entire castle out of like endstone or something, you know? I think that'd be pretty cool. Just one big, huge castle. It would probably get raided pretty quick because I don't know how I would be able to get to it, right? Without like also sharing exactly where I am, or at least like the general area where I am. I have to travel out like crazy far and then put it out, but still have to remember how to get back to it if I died or something, you know? I wonder how you make a lodestone. I'm gonna look at the recipe. Okay, in order to make a lodestone, you need stone bricks, like the chiseled stone bricks, and then a netherite ingot. Interesting. So if we find a netherite ingot, if someone left a netherite ingot here or something, we can get a lodestone. That'd be perfect. Then we wouldn't have to worry about going back to spawn every time. So a netherite ingot is going to be our best bet. I wonder if they work in the end. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they work in the end. Oh, that'd be so amazing if we could get a lodestone. We just need one netherite ingot and then we'd be good. I think we'd have to find a base for that, and we'd have to find a really recent base too, a 1.19.4 base, which is even harder. So I feel like pretty much impossible, I'm gonna be honest with you. And since we're not taking any like donations or any handouts from any players, we can't really, you know, ask anyone to bring us in like a netherite ingot or whatever, you know. Have to be careful here. Ooh, careful. So this highway is so interesting. It like is cutting through all the hills instead of just going like around them or on top of them and stuff. Does it end right here? Oh no, it ends, doesn't it? Does it end or is that obsidian? It's so hard to tell. Okay, no, we're good. At least for a little while here. I wonder if this is exactly on the highway, like on 0, 0. I doubt it because it's so low. Normally the highway's up higher, but maybe? I don't know. Let's see some more food here. Oh, careful, careful, don't fall. These little pathways are nice because you can just hit your head on the top and go a lot quicker than you normally would, you know? I was also reading a Reddit post, and someone's asking, oh, like, how far out is the farthest or the nearest, like, Elytra and stuff? And they're like, oh, you have to go out, like, 20K at least to, like, start finding anything. I thought that was way too close. 20K? Only 20K, really? We were at 25K, like, the first run, the first time we went out. I mean, yeah, we were on the highway, right? We weren't on the main, like, end islands out far out, but I don't know. I just feel like that's too close. I feel like we're going to have to go out farther than that. But if it is 25K, I mean, that's great. I feel like that's more achievable. When I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Like, that's actually reachable. Like, we could do that. We could find an Elytra. Because recently I've just kind of been thinking, like, this is kind of impossible. Like, this whole idea, like, the idea in general, right? Trying to survive in the end while also trying to find an Elytra. Like, I don't know. Okay, let's put down a little marker here to make sure we know where we're going. We can put it right here. Cool. And also, it's just crazy how fast you can fly in the end with an Elytra, you know? But at the same time, if you have one Elytra or 3 Elytras, you don't really need more, you know? Like, maybe to, like, go out and find Elytras to trade with people, you know, in the Discord or whatever. Because a lot of people, they'll go out and they'll do stuff like that with the goal of, like, getting other things that they need, like different blocks or whatever. And if you have an Elytra and you're good at base hunting or whatever, or good at Elytra hunting or whatever, it'd be pretty easy. Because you could just pick a direction, you know? Pick a direction, have 5 Elytras on you so that they don't break, you know? Just fly out into eternity and then find a couple more, put them in a shulker box, slap some Unbreaking 3 and Mending on it, and there you go. Shulker full of Elytras. And I think Elytras, like, I think they sell for quite a bit too in the trading Discord. There's like a whole trading Discord and stuff. I haven't used it yet. I think that'd be kind of a cool video. I did see another YouTuber who, like, documented, like, him trading with another player on Constantiam. So I don't really want to steal this video idea, right? I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. But maybe instead of stealing it, I could kind of just, like, change it a bit, you know? And instead of like just it being the trade, maybe it's creating, like, an industry or something, you know? Like, finding something that I can do that other people will, like, want to trade with, and then trading a bunch with that or something like that. I don't know. But he traded like a stack of, like, wood or something. Like, not a stack, like a shulker full of wood for, like, 1 Elytra or something crazy. Like, it was pretty expensive. I wonder where that one goes. Yeah, I don't want to use those just yet. Maybe in the next run I'll be a little bit more carefree with that. But the reason why I don't really want to use those yet is because there's not any way for us to know what direction we're going. You know? There's no way for us to know. Okay, let's see. I think we should keep going on the highway here. A little bit concerned, but that this would be ending already, you know? But I think we're good. There's a lot of chorus for around here. Good thing we don't need any. It'd be wild if we just found a base right here on the axis with netherite ingot and we're all good, you know? Let's see here. Not seeing anything interesting. Yeah, it's kind of just very plain terrain now, which is kind of concerning too, because there's probably not going to be very many highways anymore. Okay, there's a highway right there. Do we want to take it though? Is there a highway here too? That looks like a diagonal highway too, which is interesting. Okay, let's be careful around this guy. Ooh, our hunger is down a little low here. Before we do that, let's place this. We know the direction we need to go. I don't think we're going to get turned around, but it is very possible. Careful. I gotta be... Oh, this is so stressful, dude. This is what I mean by it going down lower. You know, like we're down way lower now than we were before. I think we're at the lowest point we can be. Oh, we gotta get back up there now. Okay, let's try not to use our pickaxe. We don't have to. Or at least the least amount possible. I think we just have to mine up there. Which is unfortunate because I think there's a little bit of lag right now. Yeah, there's just a little bit of lag right now. Come on, dude. Just a little more. I mean, at least we're getting more end stone, right? That's what we needed in the first place, I guess. I wish there was like an end stone generator or something, you know? Also, what created the end islands? Like, if we're looking at this, if we're looking at Minecraft lore from like a geologist point of view, like, where did the end islands come from? Are they? Is it from like a lava thing, like a volcanic eruption type deal? What's the word? Metamorphic or whatever? And then was it carved out by winds or something? I think that'd be a really cool feature if they added like a really strong wind sound to end islands and stuff. And then like the closer you got to the edge or something, the more like, and then maybe like on certain islands or like on certain pathways, like it would kind of move you like this just a little bit, you know, as you walked across, because it's like there's strong wind or something. Because then it would kind of show, okay, that's the reason why like all these islands are floating and stuff, you know, because like it was carved out in between them. Unless they're supposed to be like asteroids or something, but then they don't move, you know, they don't move. So like you know what I mean? Like what's the point of that? I don't know, I just wish there was more thought put into stuff like that. But I think I'm just being picky. I just think it'd be cool. Alright, let's see here. Oh, also, I have thought about another, like, survival series and stuff. Either once this one ends, or maybe once this one gets a little bit stale for me to record even. Because I'm sure it's already gotten just a little bit stale for the viewers and stuff. But for me, I'm still having a good time. It is getting a little bit monotonous. I'm not gonna lie, like having to like keep respawning and keep respawning. I thought we would have been out a lot further, so I thought there was gonna be a lot more, I don't know, a lot more interesting things happening with us building, us finding diamond gear and stuff, but us fighting shulkers and stuff like that, you know. We could use a shield. The shield would be really good actually, because those shulkers are gonna kill us. We might have to use like tons of blocks to kind of block ourselves in and stuff. But anyways, I think I have two more survival series ideas that I want to try. The first one, they're very similar. They're very, very similar. Both of them are either surviving in the overworld or surviving in the nether, right? And then seeing how long I can survive in the nether, I think it'd be kind of cool, like using all like the different, starting from spawn, having to travel out, not using highways, just using like the main like nether area, you know? I think that'd be kind of cool. Using tunnels that other people dug, which is not the main highways. And then with the eventual goal though, like the way that I'd beat the series or whatever, instead of just traveling out to a specific destination, it would be to use resources that I find in the nether to go back and kill a wither. So go back to spawn and kill a wither. And I think it'd be really fun because I'm sure that the first few times that I try and kill him, I think I'll be like prepared enough, and I think I'll just die. I have to restart completely. And then the other one in the overworld is very similar, except for instead of like just traveling out like everywhere, right? I limit it to like 1,000 blocks, right? So I can only go to 1,000 any direction, and then I have to like find iron ore, find diamonds, if there are any, you know. And I might either like bump up Oh my goodness, my mouse lagged for a second there. That was scary. It wouldn't move when I tried moving it, and I almost fell off the edge. Okay, man, I gotta like be careful when I talk here. Okay, we good? Here, let's put a little marker down just in case my mouse starts freaking out. Okay, we good? I'm moving my mouse around, trying to make sure it wasn't like some weird glitch or something. Anyways, yeah, like 1,000 blocks from spawn. I think that'd be really cool. Because it kind of changes everything, you know, it changes how, instead of trying to escape spawn, you have to stay in spawn and have to survive within the spawn area, and then you, by killing a wither, you win or whatever. And I don't know if very many people have even killed withers with their bare fists or something. I don't even know if that's possible, you know? But it definitely is not possible for me. Like, I'm sure there's someone out there that could do it, but I couldn't do it, you know? But anyways, I just like the feel of the survival series. I think they can be interesting. I think they have like the ability to be very long, you know, very long form, which is really good. And I feel like they can be edited down eventually into short and interesting, fun videos with like a clear beginning, middle, end, you know? I think that's why I like the survival series and stuff, because there's like a story arc that that goes with it, you know? Also, I just saw on the Reddit today, so if this is kind of like keying in, it's the 30th. Today's the 30th, right? So you're probably watching this on like the 1st or the 4th or something like that of August. This is the 30th of July. But anyways, there was a Reddit post today by Phantom, and he like endorsed the wiki. Not WikiHow, it's like Constantium's own like database of builds, of players, of events. It's like really super in depth. And so I made an account, and I want to like start editing like different stuff and different historical things that I know about the server and stuff, and that'd be really cool. But there's like some really, really good stuff. So if you guys have the time, like check it out. It's on like the main Reddit post, so you just go there. It's a pinned message for now. And in the future, I'm sure you could just look up like Constantium Wiki and it'll pop up. And it looks just like Wikipedia too. It's really cool, like same text and everything. Yeah, but anyone can edit stuff, and I do know that the moderators are very heavily moderating everything, right? And they also have like rollbacks and like data logs, and then they can like delete every message that like people send or whatever if people start like spamming or editing things and trolling and stuff. So no, pretty much everything on there is probably going to be pretty accurate then, just because there's going to be a lot of players that are editing and looking over it and stuff like that. No, it was just such a cool addition by Phantom, and it shows that he really cares too about the server. Even the way that he was like talking about it too, like, oh yeah, like everything was handpicked, like I meticulously like went over it, blah blah blah. I feel like a lot of people don't give enough credit to Phantom, you know? He does care a lot about the server, and it's really interesting. Because a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, like, sorry, there's a bunch of signs here. Oh, there's a lot of players that came through here. 2023, yeah, all 2023 too. Wow. But yeah, anyways, a lot of people like will say like, oh, he doesn't care, he's lazy and all this stuff, but I mean, if you really look at all the things he's done, like all the plugins, he updated it to 1.19.4 before any other server, you know? Before any other server that's similar to this, like, he updated it. Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy accomplishment. And a really good accomplishment, too, because, like, look at all the people that are online right now, you know? Like, that's awesome. You know what's weird? Like, as soon as I, like, press tab, it cut off my sounds, or, like, the music. Did you hear that? It just cut off. I wonder if, like, my computer's lagging a little bit. You know, it's funny. So, like, I don't know. I haven't invested anything into, like, a gaming PC or anything like that. I'm still using, like, a laptop I used in high school. And it's actually the laptop that I used when I recorded my original Dale Ner series and stuff. Like, years and years and years ago on Constantiam. But same laptop, and it's still kicking barely. it lags so much sometimes, and so eventually one of these days I'm gonna have to get a new computer. But I don't know. I kind of have a philosophy with new computers and stuff, or any new technology really, and I like using whatever I have, right? I like using whatever I have for as long as I can before it just either aggravates me too much where I have to upgrade, or like enough where I like have the opportunity to buy it and I'm like, okay, whatever, right? I'll get the new one. I'll get a new thing, you know? But the reason is because if I just went and bought the new thing for everything in my life, right? Like the best car, the best computer, the best, even if I could afford it, right? But if I just bought the newest and nicest thing of everything, I feel like it would kind of like take away some of that, you know? Like take away some of the specialness of having that really nice item, or the computer that has all the features or all the RAM or whatever, you know what I mean? So having a computer that doesn't have any RAM is like 8, 9, 10 years old or whatever, you know? When I finally do upgrade, I'll just appreciate the upgrade more, you know? When I get a nicer car, I'll appreciate the nicer car way more, you know, because instead of just being normal, it's like special. And I can appreciate all the improvements rather than, oh my goodness, I hit my mouse, I shouldn't have done that. I can appreciate all the improvements, you know? I almost fell off the void talking. Man, that's the problem too. Today is one of the only days that I've recorded this video and it's not 4 in the morning. No, it's 5 p.m. I'm really proud of myself for doing this earlier in the day. Yeah, let's not be stupid and look at an Enderman right now. Okay, let's actually, I want to go on the obsidian pathway here. Now there might be chests up there with stuff. Okay, let's check it out. Let's just check it out and see if there's any. I don't know, I have a feeling that there might be something in this chest. At least something that someone doesn't want, like an iron ingot or something, you know? They're gonna be like, oh, whatever, but that's gonna be super useful for us, right? Water buckets, shields. I doubt there's anything. I really, really, really doubt there's anything at all. There might be. Especially because of the amount of players, you know, that have come through. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Okay, let's not be stupid here. Come on, Ryan, you know how to parkour. Careful. Alright, anything else here? Careful. Alright, there's a ladder here, we can go up here. Yeah, I doubt there's going to be any, like I said, I don't think there's going to be anything at all. Okay, let's go. Yeah, there's probably nothing, but I mean, there very possibly could be. Is that just the top? Is this more? Does it go up higher than this? Are you kidding? Wild. I wonder how many people have come up here thinking the exact same thing. Well, that's the problem, right? It's like, you assume that everyone else has gone up there, so you're not going to go up there. But then everyone assumes that, and so then everyone goes up there. Or it's like split 50-50, and we're just in the category of people that decide, you know what, let's go up there. This entity is huge. Look at this. What in the world? That's crazy. Okay, let's go back down. Ooh, careful. Let's not fall into our death, please. We don't have any armor on us at all. Please not be stupid. Thank you. Okay. And cities are such a pain to travel through, you know? So irritating. I do like all the blocks that everyone places down. It's very nice and handy. Okay, let's not like the Enderman here. Alright. So we went that direction. Let's maybe, let's go this direction here. The problem is we can't eat any food either, because if we eat any food, we'll just teleport down to the bottom. Let's try not to lose any hearts and hunger here. Yeah, like I said, I doubt there's anything up here. This one doesn't look like it has any blocks though, so maybe some players did something here. Oh, interesting. There's like multiple places we go. Is there a chest here? I think the chests have just been destroyed. We are on an axis right now, so probably this is... Honestly, this is pretty dumb. Let's just go down. Yeah, let's go down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, alright, let's just keep traveling. Just because we are on an axis, I wasn't even really thinking. Normally, like, if you're on an axis, everything's just going to be completely taken, you know? Like, no questions asked type deal, you know? I hate that it does that. I hate that it teleports you so far away sometimes. Alright, let's keep going. You know, if we ever find an end city with shulkers in it, there's like almost a guarantee there's going to be stuff in the chest. That's the thing. Because people like want shulker boxes so bad, you know, that if you find an end city with shulkers still, 100% there's stuff in them. And plus shulkers are going to be great for us too, because we can like store more stuff and things, you know. Are there end chests in the end cities? See, here's the thing too. I haven't rated an end city since they came out. And I don't even know when they came out. I think it was like 1.9 or something. How many years ago was that? Many, many years. So because of that, like, I have no clue. I have no clue what is in the end cities, really. Like, I had to look it up, and I saw, but I just don't remember a lot of stuff. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing, and I'm sure I'll learn a lot of stuff, too, about it. Ooh, that ended. I didn't even really see that. Wasn't really paying attention. Probably should have. What is nice is that there are still pathways here, so we don't have to use our ender pearls yet. But we might have to, like, pretty soon here. Also, like, how in the world with ender pearls, like, if I got knocked off right now, right? How in the world did I, like, throw an ender pearl and try and land on top of the bridge here? That'd be wild. That'd be crazy. I'm sure there's someone that exists in the world that's good at that, you know? That'd be crazy. Like, imagine how cool that would be. Like, you fall off and you just throw it, like, at a weird angle, you know? And it lands perfectly on top. I don't know, I feel like there's, like, a lot of skills like that would be really cool, you know? Same thing with, like, different parkour skills and stuff like that, you know? Jumps that look almost impossible, but you can do. You know what's another thing that I think would be really cool? Setting up a teleport, like a stasis chamber, you know? I think that'd be really cool. We can't do it on this series because I do feel like that'd be cheating, right? If we got like 2 accounts, brought them both out here, and then set up a stasis chamber for both of them. I don't feel like that'd be right. But I think just like in general, I think stasis chambers would be really cool. Really cool to learn how to make them and stuff. And then you can make them all around spawn and all around all the different areas and stuff. But I mean, I think you need 3 accounts, right? Like if you want to travel in between 2 places, you need 3 accounts to make that useful. And then at that point, I mean, you might as well just be playing with the other 2 accounts that are in those areas. You know what I mean? So I don't know how useful completely stasis chambers are. They're not as useful as like I feel like a lot of people say they are. But if you have like base, but that's the thing though, like if you have base mates though, they're completely different, you know? Because then you can go wherever you want and you can be like, hey yo James, like can you like send me back, you know, just flip the switch or whatever, you know? What's crazy too is that you could even have like multiple bases, like multiple groups that you're a part of, and you could just teleport in between them. Which would be kind of crazy. What I've also thought of like about doing and stuff is creating like I don't know if I want to explain it too much because I don't really know if I want people like using it yet. But basically like an alert system type deal, right? Where you can see and track players like around where they go around the world and stuff. You'd have to like set up like this huge thing, right? But without accounts, right? You could set up, um, you could set up like player player generation, like player terrain generation trackers and stuff. If you had enough time to build these little like redstone devices all around, and it would actually send you alerts like in game, like without like any mods or anything like that, which I think would be really cool. But that might be a video. That's a video idea I want to do in the future. I think I'd call it like Big Brother or something like that. The Big Brother project. Honestly, Big Brother sounds kind of creepy. Maybe like another term or something. Maybe like the Surveillance Project or something like that. But just for people like around spawn. Another thing I think would be really like really interesting and cool is some kind of like chunk updater or something, you know? That because I know there's ways to update chunks from the spawn chunks that are constantly updated. But like basically updating chunks really, really far out and then being able to teleport really far out or something. I don't know how you would really do that. I'm sure there's ways to do it with like skulk sensors and stuff. But just some way. I think honestly, actually, I think firework rockets and launchers. I think would probably be your best bet. Or maybe like wither skeleton skulls, right? Like you get a wither to shoot a skeleton in the exact perfect location, and then it just fires all the way through. You know, it'd be perfect. That'd be another crazy thing too, like creating a wither cannon. That'd be crazy. I don't know how you would do it though. I don't know how you get withers to stay in one spot either, you know? But a wither cannon where you have like a hole or like some kind of redstone machine that like pushes all the wither skulls to like a certain angle, and then you can like release them all at once, and you can just like what's the word? Orbitally bombard. An orbital bombardment or something like that. Or maybe like a TNT cannon that does like a similar thing, right? But I don't know how you do the chunk loading for it. That's the thing. The chunk loading is the hard part. But there's like back when I used to play factions years and years and years ago, right? When I first started playing Minecraft, actually, I played like a bunch of factions. But back when I played, there were these guys that just had these crazy cannons. Huge, just so much redstone, so much precision in them. You know, like they would get TNT blocks, right, to be like at like 1/10 of a pixel this direction or whatever, and then it would shoot it, whatever, right? So you can do some like crazy stuff with redstone and like the different like ticks and the different like whatever. I don't really know exactly how it works. I've never really built anything like that. But I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but the Big Brother thing is a lot easier to make, right? It's a lot easier to do. I want to make a whole little video around it and stuff. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I haven't really been thinking the past few times. I haven't really been looking around. You know, whenever you like drive, but you kind of go on autopilot, that's kind of what I've been doing recently, the past like 20 minutes or whatever, while I've been talking. But you know, whenever you're driving, you're just kind of like walking or driving along, and then you like get to your destination, and you're like, I don't remember anything that just happened, like nothing. That's because you've been like thinking the whole time or something, you know. And I don't really space out ever. Like, I feel like so many guys will be like, oh yeah, like I just like I'm thinking about nothing right now, and they talk to their girlfriends or whatever. Like, oh, what you thinking about, babe? Oh, nothing. You know, like that's not how I am. That's not how my brain works. I'm constantly thinking about something. Which is why maybe it's so easy for me to like talk about things while recording videos, because I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of like brain dumping, I guess, whenever I record videos like this, which might be why I like it so much, because I'm just kind of talking about what I'm thinking about. But yeah, now I'm constantly thinking about something. and even at like work and stuff too, you know, like I'll be working and I won't even be thinking about what I'm doing at work. I'll be thinking about like something random, you know, like completely some like book I want to write, or like something completely random. But it's a little bit dangerous whenever you're driving or whenever you're like, you know, running down a path over the void, you know. Interesting. So that one doesn't look like it's been used. Or maybe someone just like threw a perfect shot or something, but it might be a good idea to use that one because there's no like blocks that are built up to it or anything, you know. But I do kind of want to travel along this path for at least as far as we can, you know. And then we can turn off and go in some other direction or something. I am really nervous about falling off and dying or doing something stupid, like incredibly stupid, like last time when we were out farther. When I just hit the ender bin for no reason at all. That was so dumb. If you missed that video, I can't remember what episode exactly it was. Ooh, I should be careful there. I'm gonna get myself turned around. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what episode it was. Man, wild. I just hit the Enderman off. But I didn't hit him off. I thought I'd give him more knockback. He was like right on the edge of the block too. I was like, oh, I'm totally safe right now. And he destroyed my life. Alright. You know, and these pathways are so interesting. Like, who sees a pathway like that, right? And then decides, you know what, I'm going to build my own pathway over here, you know? And which one came first? Like, was this one first? And then they're like, oh, this one goes over the void. I don't really want to travel over the void if I don't have to. Which, I mean, that's fair, right? I totally get that. But I've just seen a lot of those, you know, like where they're both over the void. Like, what makes your bridge better than mine? Or like this person here, like, who decided that, like, 2 blocks wide would be better, you know? Who spent the time to build right here? Like, that just makes no sense to me. One thing I've been doing on my main account, which has been so interesting, is I've been using Meteor, the Meteor client, and there's an auto walk feature on there. That thing is crazy. That thing is advanced. That thing's more advanced than the NASA supercomputers they got. It's wild. The thing is like, it's like targeting, and it's like creating a line in front of you, and it's like doing all these different like options or whatever, and then it like decides which one's the best one. And crazy. That's like the stuff that as a little like kid playing Minecraft using like Worst or something would be dreaming about, you know? You know, I don't code at all, right? I wish I did, and I kind of want to get into it. I think it'd be cool to at least know how to do it, you know? But I don't code at all. But like back when I like first started playing anarchy servers back in 2016, like when I first started playing Constantiam, I was like, it'd be so cool to make like my own hacked client, you know? Because then if I made my own hacked client, then I would know that it wasn't backdoored, you know? Because I was the one that made it. Which is like, that's a valid thing still, you know? That's a valid reason to do it still, but it is going to have a lot of work to go from the ground up. But I really wanted to make like, you know that scene in Iron Man? Or multiple scenes in Iron Man, right? Where he has like Jarvis or whatever, and Jarvis is like talking to him about different stuff or whatever. Like calculating this or whatever. I think that'd be kind of cool to have like an option in a hacked client to have like a Jarvis type interface, right? Where it has like the different things popping up here, all the different data stuff, and then like an AI or a language model or whatever, just like talking to you, you know? Saying like, there are 3 players in your vicinity. Blah, 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 blah. Or something like that, you know? Instead of, like, there could be tracers too, but if you didn't want tracers, like all the time to like clutter everything, and then it'd be kind of cool to have something like that. Like, there are 3 players in your vicinity. Would you like me to turn on autolog? And then you could be like, no computer, or yes computer, or whatever, right? Instead of having to use the keybinds or whatever. Like, it'd be really smart, right? It'd be like situational or whatever. And it'd be like, unfortunately you died, but I saved your locations to a Word file. Would you like me to save it to your desktop? Or something like that. Or would you like me to send you the coordinates now? Or would you like me to set a waypoint at location? Or something like that, you know what I mean? I feel like there's so many things, and then you can like have toggleable options or whatever for it. So if you don't want it to like ever ask you for waypoints, you could just ask it not to. Like you wouldn't even have to like go in the settings. Like you could, like right, like that's like the best way to make an app, or like whatever it is, you know, have all the options there for you. But it'd be kind of cool if you could be like, hey computer, like turn off, like, or please stop asking me for waypoints, or like you could just do it in plain English and it'd have to like translate it and then turn off the settings and stuff. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. What is this staircase here? I just noticed this. It's so random. Someone just built a staircase, and it's so funny too. Like you can tell how many people have traveled on this pathway too. Cause people just make it to a whole staircase with so many different blocks and stuff. That's one thing I really like that right there. You know, like all the different blocks, all the different people like working, and no one's like working to try and make it better for other people. You know, they're just trying to make it better for themselves in that moment. It just happens that what's more efficient for them just happens to benefit everyone else too. And there might be a couple players that want to do it intentionally, you know? But probably not. I mean, most people are just doing it for themselves, you know? Like this right here, like this player put down that block there probably because he didn't want to hurt himself when he jumped down. Which that's totally fair. Also, we should probably get some more cores through here. We only have, what, 32? I think we have more. There, 50. Yeah, we can get a little more. At least 64. I just like keeping 64 at least. There we go. Alright, and also it looks like I just looked at OBS right now, and it looks like we're getting close to the hour line here. And so I think this is probably a good place to end off the video. Just in this nice little pathway here. Let's put in a little marker for us here. But yeah. My name is Dale Ner. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I hope you have a wonderful week. And we got a lot done. We got mostly travel done. Oh, I gotta be so careful, dude. Wow. Oh, okay. Are you looking at me? Careful. Okay. Well, anyways. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should do like this, right? Down the ground. Anyways, my name is Dale Ner. Hope you have a wonderful day today. Hope you have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.